I'll tell you. I was looking at our list here. A game that we don't have on the list that I was
Upcoming or
upcoming. Yeah. And I strongly recommend that you check out the trailer. And if people are watching, they can definitely if you can pull it up on your stream. Diablo 6
Okay.
is
wow, I
coming
didn't
out.
even know that was dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diablo 3 was one of my all-time favorite games, and I will even get it and play it with you guys on PC.
Isn't it Diablo 4?
Is it Diablo 4? Yeah, it might be Diablo 4.
Yeah, I'm about to say 6.
Yeah, I was about to say, you skipped a lot of
sorry.
the... I was like, damn, how many Diablos?
They didn't have a Diablo 2. They went from Diablo to Diablo 3. But it is 3-player co-op campaign from start to finish. And there is no pay to play, zero. It is, you level up your character the more you play. The more you play, the more stuff you can unlock. Huh?
Are they taking out the auction house bullshit?
I don't know about the auction house. I know that the trading system is still there where you can trade with your friends.
Yeah.
And which is always cool. Always cool. And then the higher difficulty you play, the better gear and the more damage output weapons you get. And I can tell you, cinematic adventure-wise, like the cinematic scenes, nothing beats Diablo 3. The story of Diablo 3 was amazing.
Do you have a release date for that, Will?
I believe it's coming out in 2020.
Yeah, I heard the third quarter.
They just came out with if after this, even if we don't put it on the stream,
I got it pulled up now. I'm just waiting for y'all.
It how long is it?
2 minutes. There's a 9-minute one. I'm just gonna play the 2-minute one.
Run it and mute it, Casey.
I would do the 9-minute one. Just run it while we're talking.
Okay.
The 9-minute one.
Yeah, just mute it.
I mean, it's incredible.
Okay.
It's incredible. The cinematic cutscenes is just incredible. Diablo 3, it was essentially Satan, and it came to a whole point where he was making his way to the heavens, and he fought the archangel Michael in front of heaven's gates.
That's sick.
Beat him and blew away the gates of heaven and made his way to the Tower of God. And so you had to stop him as soon as he made it to the tower. And these were like, I mean, whoever did the graphics on this, I mean, you could have thought that you were watching an animated movie.
Yeah, I've got it rolling now if y'all want to check into it.
Yeah, I'm just watching it as we're talking. But yeah, that's definitely that one up. I don't have a release date for it yet.
It reminds me and the reason why I say that, I get the same enjoyment out of playing that co-op as I did back in the day when we were kids playing Contra together.
Yeah.
Damn.
It doesn't have an official release date yet.
Yeah.
They literally just announced this game.
Your characters that you get, definitely the yin and yang of the characters that you get balance out each other so much. Like an archer or a magician or a barbarian, So, I mean, obviously you know what those characters are going to be doing. Someone's going to be using the elements while someone's using these crossbows, while someone's saying, all right, Casey's prime example, I'm just going in, I'm going to start bashing people close range.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so very much looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Probably the game I am most in 2020. I'm not sure that Diablo is going to drop in 2020. It's not. I think it's going to drop on the new next generation of consoles.
Well, that's. I'll take what I was saying another game on the third quarter. That is what they said. They expect this game to be released with the new consoles. This is expected to be a release on the consoles only.
That's going to be pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But the big one for this coming year, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, big facts.
God, yeah. Nothing. I've heard nothing but good things. But I mean, that's been on. What is it? GameCon or something where they do the.
Yeah. E3.
That's been on. Yeah. That's been a preview for what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, delay it all you want. If you're going to make it what it's
absolutely
going to be, what you think, what everyone thinks or hopes it's going to be, Delay it as much as you want, because if it's not
CD
the game that
Projekt
we
Red.
want, then regardless of how good you make it in the end, you're going to lose your player base.
And CD Projekt Red said they weren't going to release it. And those guys made The Witcher. So I feel pretty confident that they're not going to this up.
I mean, just look at this cutscene on Diablo right now. I mean, how...
This is insane. That's going to be an awesome game.
Mm-hmm. They really get in depth with their story. That's what I like the most. I think
there's a lot of those kind of games coming out this coming year. Cyberpunk.
That's what's getting me as we get into these games. You know, I mean,
yeah.
You really see they take the time to invest in the story.
Yeah.
Which makes you feel invested in the game.
Last of Us Part 2 also drops next year on 29th of May. Which means I have to pick up Last of Us Part 1. A naughty little boy and haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
But that's on me. I've never heard anything other than like
I've heard it's amazing
rave reviews about it. Yeah. I mean, it's like God of War is another one of those that's like I've never heard anything.
Good game. Yeah, I play God of War. Or God of War.
Doom 64 is dropping on the Switch next year, which is like so that'll be cool for Switch people. I say Switch people. That sounds like something else. I mean, people that play games on the Switch. Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodline 2 releases March 31st. I mentioned that earlier. That's going to be the first entry in the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines since the first one. I don't think they've put a game out in that series in like 10 plus years. So that'll be cool. And then Carrion published by Devolver Digital, who also put out Ruiner and Hotline Miami. For those of you that have played those games, they're dropping a reverse horror game. So a horror game where you play as the monster. I've looked at that. That looks like it's going to be a pretty fun time. And that's all I've got for upcoming releases that have a release date. But I got another 20 games that don't yet have a release date. Watch Dogs Legion, which that I'm not picking that up.
Yeah.
Ubisoft. You, all the Watch Dogs have sucked. Everything you do sucks except for Rainbow Six. I will not touch another Ubisoft game until you fix your f***ing shit. Doom Eternal is going to release on the Switch in 2020. Switch is actually getting a lot of like high-profile AAA titles, which it was not what I was expecting. Dying Light 2. Did either of you guys play Dying Light? Pretty dope zombie game with parkour mechanics. It was honestly what Dead Island should have been, I feel like. Halo Infinite drops next year. I don't have an Xbox, so I don't know. Can you play Xbox games on PC now? Is that like...
It's kind of what's going on. Xbox and PC now. Microsoft's basically helping out all their people who roll on Microsoft products, is to where basically Xbox and PC are becoming one. They're kind of becoming. That's why we talked about the other day. PC and Xbox now have gamers who are just absolute rivals. PlayStation feels like they're the alpha console guys, but then at the same time, Xbox and PC guys are really starting to get to share a lot of game time with each other. So it's PlayStation's kind of getting left high and dry right now.
System Shock, which is a reboot of System Shock from back in the day, kind of a horror shooter. It's predicted to drop Q1 of 2020. I don't know that that's coming out. I just heard that much about it. So that would be surprising for them to squeeze that out in Q1 2020. Rainbow Six Quarantine is dropping. I don't care. I don't know why Rainbow Six needs a zombies mode.
Yeah.
Like, I've never looked at Rainbow Six and thought, you know what this needs? Zombies. I'm already not the biggest Siege fan. Like, Siege is cool, but I prefer like the older Rainbow Sixes.
I can do that, yeah.
Wasteland 3 is supposed to be dropping Q2 of 2020. Wasteland 2 was PC World's 2014 Game of the Year, and the original, which came out in 1988, was Computer Gaming World's Adventure Game of the Year, 1988, and Wasteland 1 was also the spiritual basis for the 1997 Fallout, which of course became the Fallout series. I was actually playing Wasteland 2 earlier today just to get a look at it, and you can honestly like pretend you're in the Fallout universe. It almost feels exactly like playing one of the old school Fallout games. But it is like it's a classic RPG, so I don't want anyone to pick that up expecting it to be like a first person experience like the newer Fallout games. Dude, this is the sickest cutscene of all time.
Yeah, I'm not lying. This is wild.
This is a wild cutscene. I feel like nothing I say matters right now. And of course, Call of Duty Black Ops 5 is dropping next year. They don't have a release date, but it's coming out in November or like late October. And I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't care any less that game's coming out. Especially if they don't go back to like old school Black Ops. If I see any futuristic trailer of this,
Bruh.
it will remain on the shelf. Destroy All Humans is getting a remake. That was a banger from back in the day.
Whew. That was wild.
That was a wild
Holy crap, dude. That was nice.
Supposedly we're getting a new Dragon Age next year. For those of you Dragon Age nerds.
That'll be fun.
Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming out with a new edition on both Xbox and PC. For those of you that are like me and get off on that kind of thing. Shut up, Casey. I'm excited about it.
There you go.
Insurgency Sandstorm, which you see me coming out on PS4 and Xbox.
That's gonna be
You
fun.
can play it on PC.
That's gonna be fun. I wouldn't mind that, but I'm going strictly PC now. I do believe so. That'll be fun. Man. I think it'll be good.
Death Stranding is also coming to PC third quarter of next year. Don't care. Ready or Not, which is like a ultra, like hyper tactical shooter, is coming to PC Q4 of next year. I've seen gameplay from it. It looks pretty sick. So hopefully that pans out. Got some big news on the Elder Scrolls front.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, we're predicting an Elder Scrolls 6 release, probably 2021, if I had to guess. Hopefully Bethesda doesn't f*** it up. Bethesda's been taking straight L's lately, so they need Elder Scrolls 6 to be solid. In conjunction with that, Elder Scrolls Legends is coming to console in 2020, but it's like a card game. It's not like an RPG, so I don't care. Star Citizen, if anybody's been tracking that, it's supposed to get a full release Q4 of 2020. I'm pretty excited about that. Rust is supposed to be coming to consoles Q4 2020. I haven't really gotten to play Rust that much because my PC doesn't like it. Casey's got Medal of Honor Above and Beyond pulled up right now.
Yeah. This will be fun.
Casey
This
still has a hard on for the last
Yeah, I'm still rock candy from the first Medal of Honor. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. This doesn't look, per se, the most
looks like VR.
beautiful. Yeah, this is VR.
This is definitely VR. What the?
Oh no, we'll see.
It's gonna be a VR only game.
Beyond, I think we're finally able to.
I'm so hurt right now.
From 20 years ago,
It is.
in the boots.
I'm so hurt right now.
I'm actually hurt too. That probably just ruined this whole entire.
Way to just piss on my day.
No moment in this game where like you're just relaxed, right?
I mean, it looks pretty cool, but like,
Yeah, it looks pretty not bad for a Wii game. I mean,
how much am I gonna throw up playing this?
All these incredible places.
VR adds such another level to it just because people want to naturally
Well, that's
do things.
oh,
that's disappointing.
Whether you're inside a Sherman tank.
The one on this list that I'm probably on the ones with no release date. Mountain Blade Bannerlord is coming to Steam March of next year. If you haven't played Mountain Blade Warband and you have a PC, you're fucking up. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, which just doesn't happen. So pick that game up. It's endlessly replayable. There's a shit ton of mods for it. And this is the first, well, I guess you had with Fire and Sword, but it wasn't good Warband. But Bannerlord is going to be in the same universe as Warband, and it's probably going to be fucking awesome. So if you like tactics games, but you also hate tactics games, so you don't want to sit there and like control people on a battlefield, you act like sword fighting with it, Mountain Blade is definitely up your alley. I can't recommend it enough. I was actually playing it before we started this up. And that pretty much does it for my list. The sites I used for this were releases.com, gamesradar.com, wikipedia.org, and IGN. Some news on those releases. And yeah, that pretty much does it for Grumpy Hall gaming segment.
Well done. Well done. A lot of information to process right there.
Yeah, we got a lot of big games coming out. Early next year is going to be a big on the gaming front.
Let's just hope, that some of these games are like a finished product.
Yeah, I mean, that always scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
more so nowadays than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with like Anthem and Ghost Recon. Like, I'm tired of paying to games, you know? So hopefully the gaming industry gets its shit together in the new decade. But I mean, it's really more on us, the gamers, to not put up with predatory practices. So
yeah, that's on the community, man.
It really is. But I mean, it's tough to get a community at all.
Well,
they're running. I mean, the developers and the publishers are running the business.
Well, you know who's really screwing us right now, and I hate to throw this out on streaming on Twitch, but it's the streamers.
Yeah.
It's the guys at the top who are money grabbing and giving these games any kind of hope.
Yep.
And blame them though.
Oh, no. I'm not blaming the individual.
Business too.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I didn't mean to offend you, Will, but I'm just. That's who's doing it. Let's just be honest. Dude, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6.
I haven't seen this before.
Redfall.
This is a concept bid.
Yeah.
So this looks like a Skyrim mod, if I'm being honest.
What part of Skyrim is this? Well, I ran all over Skyrim my whole entire childhood, and I've never seen this. Are you serious? I know
the E and B on Skyrim. It looks like this too.
I can close my eyes and walk through Skyrim.
Hopefully, Bethesda doesn't put this game out. Have the community fix it like they've done for their last 20 releases. That's why Fallout 76 is such a dumpster fire on top of. Well, they're lucky that game dropped in 2018, or I'd be ripping that one a new one on too. Oh, they did come out with Fallout First, which is a $100 a year subscription service for Fallout 76.
Well, you be saying the F word more than anybody I ever met in my life.
I'm sorry, I get fired up with, when it comes to stuff like this.
This is gonna be our streams after dark guy right here.
I've always been the
All right, man.
I think we've hit 2 hours of consistent material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An hour of sports and an hour of gaming, pretty much.
Yeah, man. I think that's gonna do it here for us tonight, guys. We'll get
Next
this.
up is politics.
Yeah, we'll be on politics, religions, and a lot of other things on the. I'm just absolutely kidding. Yeah, man, that was fun. I had a blast tonight. This is going to be something we start doing on a weekly basis. I plan 1 to 2 times a week, at least, just having chill time with the guys. I mean, this is a way for us to kind of get get out of our element of having to get on here. We usually play between 8 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is kind of a way to kind of get out of that groove sometimes. This was nice. This was relaxing, and I'm going to get the kick back in bed here in a minute.
Except for that bit with, like, we can only mention Ubisoft, like, once.
Yeah, and yeah,
For my heart.
Yeah, I agree.
For my heart health.
But,
All right.
yeah, we'll get this on YouTube ASAP, man. We appreciate it, guys.
ASAP Rocky.
Make sure to follow all the channels. I have my channel here, XCaseyJones12X. We have Grumpy Halsey.
Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch.
There you go. It's Grumpy_Halsey. And then I have my boy Godric318. That's Will. You're going to see the three of us doing a lot of these podcasts together. And we're just going to keep growing. We're going to keep getting better. And we hope to keep entertaining you guys. And we appreciate it. Appreciate all the support tonight, guys.
Go Tigers.
Ooh.